I just got off my first cruise with Holland America Line, and let me tell you, there are some things that Holland America Line isn't telling you. What's going on? My name is Jared. Jordan is out filming a ship tour, and we are JJ Cruise. We are so excited to have been able to cruise our first ever Holland America Line cruise, but there are some things that we had no clue about that we think everyone should know before booking their first Holland America Line cruise. There are some things at the end that may ruin your cruise experience if you aren't aware of just some simple cruise hacks or simple cruise tips to having the best experience on your first ever Holland America Line cruise. But before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel. All we do is cruise content. So if you are someone who loves cruising, please hit that subscribe button. It's free to you and means the world to us. And while you're at it, hit the thumbs up. Today, I'm going to go through the top things you need to know about Holland America Line that they won't tell you while you're booking your first cruise. We had some expectations and some misconceptions, honestly, that if we would have known differently beforehand, we would have planned our first cruise accordingly. We went on board Holland America Line's Nieuw Statendam cruise ship, and we are going to share all of our top cruise tips regarding this sailing, as well as Holland America Line in general. Our cruise was a 7-night Caribbean cruise from Southern Florida, round trip, returning back to Southern Florida. And this was an experience that we were really anticipating with some good and some bad. We had hoped that it would be different than some of the preconceived notions that we had about Holland America Line, and we were pleasantly surprised from some of the findings we found while on board. The first thing that we heard right off the bat, and most people think of for Holland America Line, is that is it really just for old people? The number one comment we get while we announced that we were going on board Holland America Line for the first time was watch out for all the walkers. Now, I know these are just jokes. These are people that are trying to make fun at. The average demographics are quite older on Holland America Line. However, we have found that that is not necessarily the case for all Holland America Line sailings. For example, our cruise. We had over 300 kids, plenty of young adults, and people of all ages on board our cruise ship. Some things you need to know, though, are these are things that some people like to see on board a cruise ship for Holland America Line, and some people don't like so much. If you are someone who likes to have an older demographic, a more relaxing vacation where you can sit in the pool and it might be just you and a few other people, then you might want to go on a longer sailing while kids are in school and maybe even on one of the older cruise ships. If you're looking for that more diverse demographic range, you need to go on a shorter sailing, 7 nights or less, and of course on a newer ship while kids are out of school. This could be spring break in the US, winter break, maybe even summer break, and you will find that the age range is much wider than that of what is typically known for Holland America Line. On our cruise, 57 was the average age, and we found that very comparable to a lot of other cruise lines in the premium cruise line space. The next thing that really surprised us was the casino program. If you are someone who likes to play in the casino, we found that their program is similar to that of one of the mainstream cruise lines, which is Carnival. Carnival Cruise Line has a Drinks on Us program that once you hit 1,500 points in their casino, the drinks while playing in the casino are on the casino. This is similar on Holland America Line. If you hit 1,500 points, which is $3,000 through the slot machines, you will get free drinks on the casino while you're playing the rest of your cruise. Of course, there are have-it-all packages for Holland America Line where you might already have the drink package included. But if you are someone who did not have the drink package already included, this could be a really good hack if you already are gambling to know about. Of course, with anything gambling, please play for fun, not for a drinks program. It's a good thing to know in case you do hit that certain amount of points. One of the most shocking things for me that I found out was regarding the dress code. I had for sure thought that this was going to be one of the most formal cruise experiences out there. There's a common expectation out there, and now I can say misconception, to Holland America Line being only for the most formal adults out there. We found it to be quite the opposite. There was very casual wear throughout the cruise, but even on formal nights, we had our suits ready, wore them out, and even though there were plenty of people in suits or tuxedos, there were even more people in just a dress shirt and some nice slacks for men, maybe even jeans and a polo for men. Really ranged the gamut, and all were accepted. Now, of course, there are limits. You can't wear jeans with holes in them. You can't wear shorts to the dinner table, things like that. No t-shirts, but in general, it was very similar to other premium cruise lines and did not feel stuffy, if you will. It really felt like you could dress like you wanted. If you wanted to be in a gown and a tuxedo, you could. Or if you wanted to just dress a little bit up or more chic in designer jeans and maybe a polo or a nice dress shirt, you could do that as well. This next is a cruise secret, a hot cruise tip that we were so happy to find. And don't think we would have found if it wasn't for other guests on board that let us know. There is one of the best spas at sea on board Holland America Line cruise ships. However, you don't always have to pay extra to relax in the spa. We found out that there is a dry sauna for both men and women that is open to the public on board the Nieuw Statendam cruise ship. Now, this is the Pinnacle Class. This is the newest cruise ship class for that of Holland America Line, the biggest cruise ship class for Holland America Line. So it includes Rotterdam, Nieuw Statendam, and these cruise ships have a really nice, beautiful dry sauna open to the public, but kind of hidden inside the spa. So if you want to go ahead and experience this floor to ceiling glass window while relaxing and watching the sunset, I highly recommend you either take a little tour with someone from the spa or ask a guest that's loyal to Holland America Line, and they'll be able to show you where these secret spots are. But once you find it, you can really relax without having to pay an extra dime to do so. We also always hear about Holland America Line being out of my price range. This comes from a lot of cruisers today that have cruised the main cruise lines, the mainstream lines out there, and don't feel like the premium cruise lines are in their budget for a cruise. Now, of course, premium cruise lines are a premium experience with premium food, quality of food, premium service, a lot of the things that many people want to experience, but should come for an additional cost. We have been pleasantly surprised, though, as travel agents, to find the range of prices to really be quite wide. A lot of the new cruise ships out there on the mainstream cruise lines are starting at $25,000 or $3,000 for a double occupancy veranda. And you can find something very similar on Holland America Line if you're flexible and willing to book on a different time frame than what most people would think of. If this is something that you're interested in, of course, feel free to reach out to us, jjcruise.com. We'd be happy to look at rates for your dates to see if Holland America Line does fit your budget. We found this in line with some of the suites on board the Nieuw Statendam, including the Neptune Suite. We toured the Neptune Suite and have it on our channel if you want to view it. And it comes with some great amenities like the Neptune Lounge. And we found that this price for two people in a stateroom of the Neptune Suite to be as low as $6,000 for a lot of Mediterranean or Caribbean cruises for 7 nights. This is pretty good pricing for a suite and a premium cruise line in comparison to the other cruise lines out there in the same premium class. So in general, just know that just because it's a premium cruise line does not mean that it's always out of your budget. This last point we have to talk about, because this could ruin your cruise experience before you even step on board your cruise ship. The Holland America Line Navigator app is unfortunately not best for all devices. Apps in general are one that is a pain for some people and a true luxury and golden gem for others. We know that everyone has a different opinion on apps, but in general, you need the app to do a lot of things on any cruise line. This is no different for Holland America Line, but the unfortunate thing is this Navigator app does not work well with Apple products. We have iPhones ourselves, and when we were trying to get the booking to attach to our app, we found out that it wasn't attaching. If you have an Apple device, you may need to uninstall or delete the app and re-download the app to have your booking upload or other plans upload that you should have showing in your app. Of course, this isn't a hard thing to do. This is not something that is difficult by any means. But if you don't know about it, you're just going to get stressed out before your vacation on not being able to book any excursions or whatever it is you want to do through this app. And that could really lead to some stressful time. So hopefully we're saving you a lot of stress. If you have an Apple device, know that this is a cruise hack for Holland America Line, that if you have that Apple device, just delete the app, reinstall it once you've booked, and your booking information should show within 24 to 48 hours if that is the fix. Of course, Holland America Line is always working on bettering their app, so I'm sure that this is something that won't last forever. But if it is a problem for you, just know that might be a quick hack to do. Those were our top cruise tips for Holland America Line, the things they don't tell you that you need to know. Let us know in the comments below, though. Do you have additional tips? Are you a Holland America Line cruiser and know a lot more that we should know as well? Or are you someone who's never booked Holland America Line but are looking to book and want to make sure you're booking the best vacation possible? Please put in the comments below. We, as well as I'm sure a lot of other cruisers, are happy to help in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. And until next time, see ya. JJ.